What's up, guys? We're here at Esk8con 2025 with Acedeck and Eric. Great to see you again, man.
Yeah.
We got lots of new products here on the table. Some stuff I've never seen before. Cool new remotes.
Yeah.
Vesks. A new quick release shortboard. And some even more interesting stuff in this racing board truck that we talked about last year. Let's start with the Vesks. I know Vesks are a very popular thing in the DIY world. Very configurable, easy to use with different motors. What was the decision behind why Acedeck wants to make Vesks for the DIY market?
This one is for DIY player, just because someone who want to modify something, so they can do it by himself.
Yeah.
Another version is Acedeck new ESC. It's FOC version, so it's for mass production. This version, they don't want the consumer change something. So it's stable, easy, and smoothly and powerful.
So if you were to get this ESC, the larger one, would that be compatible with any of your current boards that are out?
Next commercial plan is this ESC is for racing board. Only for racing board.
Okay, got it. And then for keeping it, you said you wanted to make it really easy for the user to configure and stuff. So are you thinking of offering a different version of Vesk Tool or an app or something like that to configure it?
Maybe.
Yeah. Because right now, can you plug the ESC into Vesk Tool and configure it like normal?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it have Bluetooth built in? Does it have Bluetooth built in for wireless programming?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So you got it at 18S 200 amps.
Yes, 18S 200 amps.
And there's two versions here. So this one is for DIY, right?
Yes, this is actually the same, but only the line is different color.
Okay.
Yes, this is another one. Yeah.
So to control them, I see you've got a couple wires coming out here. Are these wires for PPM or UART, or what's the control here?
Oh, actually, for this part, the PPM machine engineer, yes, he know it. But
Okay.
For me, I handle the commercial part.
Yeah. Yeah,
Some
okay.
detail.
Yeah, that's okay. So you also have a new remote here. Is
Yeah.
there a name for this remote yet?
Not yet.
So it's very interesting. It's a trigger
Yeah.
for the throttle and
Yes.
then a thumb wheel for the brake. Now,
Yeah.
some of you guys might know I love dual trigger remotes, which is like trigger on the thumb, trigger on the finger. But this one is a thumb wheel. So I'm very interested to see how it feels and see if it's more intuitive. I picked it up a couple times already and the hand grip feels amazing. The trigger has a nice long throw and the thumb wheel is really grippy. So will this remote be compatible with any of your current boards like the N3 or the Horizon or the N1 or anything like that?
Definitely. All board from Acedeck, established. It's okay. Yeah.
So to pair it, is it just like a normal pairing process like the other remotes?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Do you have a price point for this remote yet? How much will it cost?
I think the retail price, official price, less than $200 US.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very windy out here. The tent is trying to fly away on us. So that is awesome. I always like to see new remote offerings. Will you also have a Vesk compatible receiver for it, or will it only work with your Vesk?
Only this one, only for FOC.
Okay, so you won't have like a
ESC.
separate receiver.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Well, that'll be very cool. Is that releasing sometime this year?
Yeah.
Like late summer or sooner maybe?
Maybe later.
Okay, like end of the year?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So moving on, we've got a quick release battery here.
Yes,
And
quick release battery.
this is for a new shortboard, correct?
Yes, for new shortboard.
What kind of cells you got in there? Or what are the planned battery cells?
Battery cells, I think it's not final decision.
Okay.
The best choice now is Samsung 15S
Yeah.
and maybe some Chinese famous brand. And
Like,
his like EVE.
Yeah, EVE or BAK or something.
40 LP.
Okay, those are
Yes.
pretty good.
Yes, pretty good. He's power enough. And
Yeah.
capacity also okay.
Yeah, those are pretty good cells. Have you considered any moly cells, or is the price not fitting with that board?
Monocell is also okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, but not the final decision.
right.
Yeah.
So the quick release here looks like it releases with a little lever pull, and then it has 2 pins that connect with the enclosure on the board. Have you guys done testing, like ride testing with it yet to see how strong it is?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's just a 3D print.
It's like a concept.
Yes, it's concept. Yeah.
Very cool.
But we hope launch the end of this year, 2025, end of 2025. Yeah.
Do you know what other things the board will have? Will it be belt drive or hubs?
Actually, we want belt drive and gear drive both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So probably a similar gear drive to the 3 gear drive that you use for urethane on like the Aries X
X3.
3. Yeah.
Yes, the same.
Same gear drive.
Yeah, the same gear
Cool.
drive.
I've heard lots of good things about it, so
Yeah.
that's good to see that. We also have one other product here that I'm super interested in.
This one?
The trucks for a up and coming race board. Is this going to be a 2025 release as well, or maybe later?
I think it should be October or November.
Okay.
We should finish this product. Yes, mass production.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really cool. So why don't you talk me through a little bit of the design here? Just explain some of the features and
Yeah.
maybe some of the benefits of these trucks.
You mean the structure?
Yeah.
Actually, we believe that this structure is very special. Look, this hole is for standard or regular. So once the consumer he don't want like this truck, they can quickly change it. You see, here's the standard. Yes.
Yeah, so on the back, the flat metal base plate has a standard like skateboard mounting pattern, so you can use the rear truck separately.
Yeah.
And then on the front part, we have a little DNM, which
Yeah.
is air filled, which is basically a micro suspension.
Yeah.
And then it has a forward facing mount that they will screw into their raceboard like chassis. So what we see underneath here though, if my camera would focus, what we can see underneath is sort of a linkage truck design mixed with a channel truck sort of duality looking thing.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Have you guys spent time on like 3 links and stuff that made you want to go to a linkage design?
Yeah.
What do you like about the linkage design?
I think it's stable. It's very good design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of maneuverability, like turning.
Yes, turning is good. Yeah.
Very cool.
So just avoid some wobbly.
Yeah. Do you have any other details on the specs of the race board? Any plans like power, motors, gear drive, stuff like that?
So as for the new board, we launched the new platform. It's 18S and 200 amps ESC based on this.
Okay.
And we also will launch new motor, but unfortunately today we didn't show the new motor.
Okay.
The new motor is huger. It's huger and big, powerful,
Okay.
and stable. We fixed the last 3 years. Every issues about motors we fixed by ourselves.
Yeah.
So it means the new motor developed totally by ourselves.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not DXW or any other company. It's Acedeck.
Not Richer or not DXW.
Okay.
Yes, by
So
ourselves.
is it like a did you contract with the motor manufacturer, or is it Acedeck manufacturing?
It's developed by our engineer
Okay.
and cooperate with the manufacturer.
With a factory.
Yes, it's
Okay.
the factory.
Very cool. So new unique motors. It looks like right now you have maybe belt drive on the rear, belt drive mounts.
Yes, belt drive and gear drive both okay.
Okay, so it has like the same mounting pattern as like the other Acedeck trucks.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you could use like the Element gear drive on here.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Will you maybe offer more gear drive ratios for 18S since it's so much
For
higher
18S,
voltage?
Actually, not the final decision.
Okay,
Yeah, maybe 4.0.
Okay.
maybe 4.3.
4.0, 4.3 are both pretty good for 18S.
Yeah.
Definitely will ask a lot of the ESC. So the 200 amps, I mean, that's some serious power.
Yeah. Because we got some feedback from some researcher. He said that even though Acedeck ESC is powerful, it's good for most of people, but very few, very aggressive rider, they told us it's not enough.
Yeah.
So we always listen to the consumer. So it's new ESC.
I know there was some feedback on the N3 or the N1
Yeah.
about the aggressiveness of how the like throttle curve launched the board. With the Esk, is that something that you want to fix, make it smoother or like more predictable? That's good. So another question, does Acedeck have test riders that will be using this Esk before the board is released?
Actually, this part, you know that huge power ESC is very dangerous.
Yeah.
So in conclusion, we have two sections. The first is a machine test.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So like a dyno?
yes, we must approve the machine test. So it's guaranteed the tester is safe.
Yeah.
So the second section is the engineer. He will test it by himself because our engineer, he's also crazy rider. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So have you had any issues with the Esk architecture, like cutting out or having burnouts on the dyno? Or has it been pretty reliable so far?
So far, actually, it's not very stable.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
still working on
Still working
getting the
on
right
it.
power levels and like settings and stuff.
Yeah. You know that it's based on Benjamin, so we need to fix some, modify something for skateboard.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
On the race board, obviously wheels and tires are very important. Do you have any plans for maybe a different wheel for racing or a different tire for racing?
We also developed a new tire.
Okay.
It's wider. I think now it's the wide 70 millimeter.
Okay, 70 millimeter.
Yeah, 70 millimeter, and the size is 160 millimeter. The size.
It sounds like similar to the Lin Power slicks, maybe.
It's wider.
Okay, a little wider.
Yeah.
And then you'll have new wheels to go with that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
very cool. What about the deck for the race board? Is it going to be like a tube chassis or carbon fiber, or do you not know yet?
Carbon fiber.
Okay, so
yeah.
carbon fiber.
Yeah.
And then the battery will be inside the 18S.
Yes, it's inside the battery.
And then, so would it be similar to the N3 where it has an underside enclosure, or will it be like a lid?
It's how to say? It looks like it's X1. You know, original X1.
Yes, the
Yes.
carbon fiber tub.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. That'll be really cool to see people racing on and testing it out. Will that come with the new trigger remote as well?
Yes, sure.
Okay. But you could maybe use the thumb wheel on it as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so either remote would work.
Yeah.
That's really cool. The remote, you picked it up here again. The screen on here, what kind of information are you gonna have? Have you guys designed the UI yet?
The UI, I think already finished, but the software.
Oh, it's out of battery?
Yes. Low battery, I think. As for the software,
Yeah.
now it's 80% finished, almost. Yeah.
So,
the hardware already finished.
okay, cool. And it uses the same radio communication as the previous remotes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Well, that's very cool stuff. I'm super excited to see all this new stuff from Acedeck. More innovation. If you guys don't know, Acedeck has been coming out with new things every year that have just blown the market out of the water. It'll be really interesting to see if this race board is something that will compete with the MLR. Obviously, the MLR has become really popular lately as a sort of like affordable entry to racing.
Yeah.
Do you guys know if you have a price point for the race board yet?
No.
No price point yet? Okay. That makes sense. It still seems like it's pretty early in production.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So that pretty much covers all of the new stuff from Acedeck. Just saying that makes it feel like it's nothing, but this is a tremendous amount of progress and a tremendous amount of testing that will need to happen before the users get to actually ride this stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for this, and really appreciate you taking some time for me.
Okay.
And good to see you again.
See you again.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this short-ish interview with Acedeck. I really wanted to do a bit more and take a look at stuff, but it was towards the very end of the day and we were just running out of time, so I did what I could. Hopefully we'll be able to see this race board this year because I am super hyped about this. I did talk to the representative there, and hopefully I'll be able to get a demo board in San Diego for the Intro to Speeds, so we can all give some feedback and see how it does, because this is some cutting edge competition, and I'll be really excited to see what the reaction is from the rest of the community, and if it could be a real competitor to Stooge and the MLR. Competition is good for everyone. It means people have to innovate, so that's how I see it. I'm really excited about it. I'm also excited for the Vesks and the remote. Vesks are going to take a lot of troubleshooting, but if we have another option on the market, that's definitely a good thing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.